And now, the general weather around Alaska. Hi, I'm Peter Chan, National Weather Service Program Lead of the Alaska Weather Show, and I have a very important change notice to share with you. If you haven't already heard, the last TV broadcast of Alaska weather, at least in the traditional sense, over the airwaves, will be on Friday, June 30th. Starting on July 1st, the National Weather Service will provide a modified web-based version of the program on a new YouTube channel. We will be moving on YouTube from the Alaska Public Media site to @NWS Alaska, so you can go ahead and subscribe to this channel ahead of time. A public comment period remains open through July 30th, so please send your comments and concerns to nws.service-changecomments@noaa.gov. If you have any additional questions, you may reach carrie.haisley@noaa.gov and donald.moore@noaa.gov. We thank you for your patience and understanding.
Hello again, everyone, and thanks for joining us for today's show. First, we'll have the fire weather danger for grass, and it's improved up here over the Yukon Valley, upper Yukon Valley there. We had an extreme forecast for today, a small area there for forecast for tomorrow. High fire danger with just a small area of very high fire danger off to the southwest and again up to the northeast there. Eastern interior here, down to the Alaska Range, or just north of the Alaska Range in the low category. North Slope, Brooks Range low, Western Seward Peninsula low, and much of the southwest interior areas here. And of course, southern Alaska and into the Panhandle. Start to get some medium areas there down over toward the southern southeast coast, east of Prince of Wales Island. And then quite an area of very high fire danger now, kind of expanded from today, forecast for tomorrow for the Copper River Basin there. Also very high for grass, again, north of the Alaska Range here into the Tanana Valley and back to the northwest there, with medium fire dangers, again, for grass over the Yukon Delta and up into the lower and mid Yukon River Valley areas, actually almost up into the Kobuk Valley as well. Moving on to spruce. Again, Yukon Flats, very high fire danger there, and over the Tanana Valley and Deltana Flats area there, north of the Alaska Range. That's where the highest fire danger is for spruce in the state there, and some high to maybe very high in the Copper River Basin, again, more expanded than it was today. And areas of medium extending westward there with low over the western part of the state and south central Alaska, Susitna, Manaska Valley, also low, as well as Kodiak Island, and all the Panhandle in the low category. And for satellite imagery, you can see kind of a system winding up here, a wave developing on this front, actually a trough as it moves into the southeast coast today. That brought about over half an inch of rain to Petersburg during the day today, and some of that moisture up to the North Gulf Coast, and showers in areas, light showers across the northern Kenai Peninsula there in the northern Cook Inlet during the day today, with clouds pushing up into the Tanana Valley. Some more clearing, though, farther to the north toward the eastern Brooks Range Arctic Village area, and then low pressure here just east of the Pribilof Islands, actually very close to St. Paul there, and that pushing a front and moisture moving northward there into Kodiak Island and Bristol Bay, Alaska Peninsula areas, some light rain with that. And then more moisture coming into the eastern Aleutians. And you can see the next band of clouds trying to push into the Bering Sea, the northwest Bering Sea, coming out of the Russian Far East, most of it kind of heading southward there. And so kind of splitting up there as it hits this northerly flow, wrapping around this low over the southeast Bering Sea. Not much going on around central western Aleutians. Just a lot of clouds with a few breaks out there, and dry conditions, maybe some fog, as you can see, up into the Bering Sea areas of low clouds and fog away from either low here to the southeast or up there to the northwest. And that extends right up into the Bering Strait. Had some showers lingering today over the North Slope. Some areas seen a fair amount of precipitation over the last 12 to 24 hours up there. Umiat Airfield had over an inch of rain in the last 24 hours there, and so that's brought high river levels to the Colville River. No serious flooding though, just higher water levels. And some scattered thunderstorms here over the interior again this afternoon, and some scattered showers south central Alaska area. This front bringing areas of rain and showers into the Alaska Peninsula, spreading into western and southwest Kodiak Island with some light rain up into northern Bristol Bay, mostly staying south of the Kuskokwim Valley for the most part, and scattered showers in the Yukon Delta. And for the panhandlers, that trough that brought the rain over the to the area there today, with showers up to the Cape St. Elias area or so, but generally pretty dry in Prince William Sound. For tonight, continues to dry out. Still an isolated shower or two lingering around the north slope, maybe the Arctic coast, but much drier than it has been, and that'll extend down into the interior as well. Look for low clouds and fog anywhere over the Arctic Ocean, mostly along and off the Arctic coast for the lowest conditions, but that'll extend down through the Bering Strait with the light winds and into the Bering Sea. Here, this low not moving a whole lot, kind of spinning another trough and some more moisture in the form of light rain, fog, and drizzle into the eastern Aleutians and Alaska Peninsula. And this front slowly pushing eastward, but not moving too fast at all, kind of lying parallel to that south-southeasterly wind flow right through here. So it keeps Kodiak Island cloudy and occasionally wet with maybe some fog and drizzle going there for lower flying conditions, some moisture in the form of light rain or showers up into western Cook Inlet and along the eastern slopes of the western Alaska Range. Otherwise, as sit in the valley, mostly dry, maybe a few scattered showers. Same thing for the Mananuska Valley, as well as the Copper River Basin and the North Gulf Coast. And this trough keeps it damp and unsettled over the central and northern southeast coast. But down south, the closer you get to that high center near the Queen Charlotte Islands, better chance you'll have drier weather with maybe some clearing. Otherwise, out to the west, that system weakening as it drops south and southeastward here out of the Russian Far East, maybe spreading some light rain or showers into the, trying to get into the Aleutians, but mostly staying to the north of the area. Then we'll see tomorrow that thing continues to kick off to the southeast there, and that will probably spread some rain, fog, and drizzle into Adak and Atka. A little bit of a pickup in the winds there, but nothing too serious. This low edging eastward slowly toward western Bristol Bay. And so that's going to keep a lot of clouds and light precipitation activity tomorrow here for the Alaska Peninsula, and mostly showers for the eastern Aleutians there, and then back into the rain with that next trough. Then this front kind of reorients itself to something like this with occasional rain for Kodiak Island or showers, definitely cloudy skies continuing. Light rain possibly spreading up along the south coast of the Kenai Peninsula, maybe into western Prince William Sound, but amounts will be pretty light with this. And then best chance of showers and thunderstorms will be over the west central interior right through here, all the way up to the Brooks Range here along that trough. And actually the Brooks Range could see some showers or thunderstorms covering much of the area up there tomorrow afternoon, as that moisture that comes westward kind of slips up to the northwest there, and then cuts off near just north of the Eagle area, or just south of Eagle. That's going to make for a partly sunny day for the Upper Tanana Valley, 40-mile country down to about the Copper River Basin, and much drier for the Panhandle. Could be some low clouds and fog along the coast, some lingering scattered shower conditions over the southern areas, but dry with partly sunny skies up to the north. And moving on to the Wednesday forecast, another trough, weak low pressure, but another trough brings more rain into the Panhandle, North Gulf Coast. Mostly cloudy, showers, south central Alaska. Not much change in the pattern at all. More light rain here for the Bristol Bay area and Alaska Peninsula, and showers and thunderstorms over the interior, and nothing serious going on out over the Bering Sea or up to the north here along the Arctic coast and the North Slope. Lows tonight in the upper 40s or mid 40s to lower to mid 50s. Highs tomorrow in the 60s, upper 60s, Copper River Basin, Kuskokwim Valley. Otherwise, upper 50s to lower 60s, 55 to 60 for south central Alaska, and 60, 65 for the Panhandle. Lows tonight, lows Wednesday morning in the 40s, mid 50s for the Panhandle, followed by highs about the same, 60s, upper 60s, Copper River Basin, Kuskokwim Valley. Upper 50s to lower 60s here for south central Alaska, maybe mid 60s to Sitna Valley. A tad warmer in the Panhandle. Upper 50s along the coast, otherwise 60 to 70 inland areas. Up to the north, lows 30s for the Arctic coast, otherwise 40s and 50s elsewhere. Followed by highs 70 to 75 central eastern interior between the Brooks Range and the Alaska Mountains there. And for the lows the following morning in the lower to mid 50s, cooler on the Arctic coast, followed by highs coming back up into the lower 80s for the Yukon Flats over toward Eagle, 77 for Fairbanks. Southwest coast tonight, lows in the 40s, lower 40s for the Aleutians, followed by highs in the upper 40s and lows in the lower 40s, highs 45 to 50.